Hello, my friend, wherever you are. I'm sending you love, the power of positivity, hee, and vitamin D, baby. You know what it is. Right behind the clouds. So, my friend, isn't that beautiful? All the other campers are here with me, but we'll get right into it, okay? There we go. That looks perfect. My friend, welcome to the Gazillionaires Club. And today, we, actually not we, I want to share another pet story. So, we are in Wakefield, Wisconsin, Michigan. So we are in Wakefield, Michigan. We just crossed the border, the state line, and another catch. All of these camping apps, you can never really depend on them. I can depend on them most of the time, but I found this campsite in the town of Wakefield, and it's supposed to be free, but I kind of noticed, like, after Wisconsin and Michigan, nothing really free, especially campsite with electricity. First of all, somebody got to pay for the electricity. Second of all, there are a lot of campers that are out. And surprisingly, even some of these channels, or not channels, like a lot of, like ever since I started searching for the RV, like a lot of campers out there saying that, state parks are full, campsites are full. But, I have not experienced that. And all of the campsites that I've been to, they're not state parks, so I think that is one of the reasons why. Because like state park, they have a lot of people because it's well known and it's easy to get in, it's easy to go out. City parks are a little bit different because you kind of have to go into the town, and every town they have a community park, and sometimes they turn that into a campground. What you talking about? Nobody ever told me this. How do you even know? Most of the places that I've been to, or at least some part of North Dakota, Wisconsin, and Michigan. So I ran into Jim. Jim is the kind of the camp host here. He, when I first got here, I was gonna hook up the water, and I thought it was free, and then he came over, he talked to me. He was a really nice guy. It's like a family-owned business, and then I was like, I want this camp spot. And so, like it's beautiful, right? You just saw I did a 180, so pretty much like the wind is blowing that way, but the sun should, it was out earlier, and hopefully, we'll get some sunlight tonight because the sun is still setting. Here it sets about 8:30, 9. That's when it gets dark. And but I get the beautiful lake. I love the lake for some reason. I love the lake. I love the wind. And it's a family-owned business. Like I always love to support family business, right? I talked to Jim. I was like, is this state-owned? Or it's it's a private property. He was like, I own the place, and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. Cause like when I travel into like a little town or rural, oh, I said that right with the R, rural. I try to support the locals, cause like cause it's, I mean, if you travel, that's the best way to do it. So my friend, that was probably 5 or 6 minutes, but as far as I want to share the pet story because have you ever noticed every pet is kind of like their owner? Most of the time, 90% of the time, if if a human and a pet spend a lot of time together, first of all, they adapt with the personality. But I kind of noticed, like, when I pick up a pet, like, with Lenny, because he got that green eyes and he just got that yellow fur, and I was like, that's beautiful. And, he was kind of injured when he came. So, but I kind of noticed after spending time with him, he kind of adjusts to my personality, because like when we were living in the basement, there are times that I don't want to be around him. Like he would just come and cuddle, and I was like, yo, get away, yo. And he kind of get it, and but then again, cats are very independent. They don't really want you unless they want you. But then I kind of noticed with Boy, it's a little bit, well, it's very similar. I turn all of them into like an old person. Old person meaning either they are high or they are in meditative state by themselves. Have you ever saw insanity, then later saw creativity? Like with Boy, most of the time when he knows if I'm working in the RV, he would just like go in the front and he would just like relax and chill. Like he loves like the sun, and he likes to be in the warm spot. And then with Lenny, it's kind of the same way. Like when I was watching a movie at home, or when I'm studying by watching YouTube and stuff like that, he would just like leave me alone. Like he knows when he knew when to come and when not to come. And most of the time, it's like, for me, it's a time and a place. I can't be with I can't cuddle with you like 24/7. You crazy? I can't pet you 24/7. Cat is more of a, I don't really cuddle them. It's more like petting them. Cuddle, I don't sleep with my pet, okay? Pets are pet for a reason. Con, you're so, what, hierarchy, aristocrat. Mentality. Why do you treat them like peasant, Con? Why do you treat them like peasant? Con, lay off the crack, bro. Well, first of all, they don't, they really don't care about hygiene. They like to be clean, but they don't care about hygiene. And I care about hygiene, especially when it comes to my bed. It has to be clean. So that's why I don't sleep with my pet. But then I notice what they tend to do is that they adapt to you, which is pretty amazing, right? Like I consider myself to be an old man. An old man meaning that I spend a lot of time by myself. I'm in my meditative state, contemplating, thinking about life. There were times in my past I was constantly high, but that's a different story. But the overall picture of myself is that I like to do things like when I write, when I listen to music, when I ponder about life, I like to spend time by myself. And I kind of notice like pet, they pick up the same patterns. Now, I know, at least from my perspective, everything in life happens for a reason. We can say that is a coincidence, but I don't think it's not. So like I named my book The Bipolar Poet, or the title for the book The Bipolar Poet, because in my opinion, everything in the universe there is bipolar. There's positive, negative, yin yang, day, night, left, right, good, bad, self, ego, all of that. And what are the chances of having him kind of like black and white, and then his teeth is all messed up? I mean, I don't have the perfect teeth, but at least I still got all my teeth, right? I used to be a smoker and all that. So at least I'm doing a lot better taking care of my teeth. On a good day when I see him, if I'm in a good mood, I'll be like, oh my God, you're so cute. You're so cute. On a bad day, why you look all ugly and shit? I know, right? And when I first got him, like he got this, he was very alert in a, in a paranoia way. Like for example, I would walk him, and every time when the light rail about to come, because the light rail, you can hear them not mile, but a decent distance. Like you can hear the train tracks, and like he would get paranoid. He would turn around and be like, but then over time, I kept on walking him, and he got better. But I realized at that time I went the same way. I was paranoid. I was like, man, what's gonna happen to Bitcoin? Man, what's gonna happen to Bitcoin? So it's very funny. And like some people, the like the way that they look is very similar to the way that their pet is. Not all, but if you pay attention, right? If you pay attention to someone's pet and them, there is a lot of similarities. Bitch, please. And pet can tell a lot about a person, or the owner at least. So that's my pet story. First the campsite, then the pet story. So my friend, share me your pet story. I want to hear your pet story. Like, what are your takes on it? Because that is my take. They adapt to who you are, your personalities, and in some cases, if the owner, if the owner has a choice, they tend to pick something very similar to themselves. And I didn't have I didn't have an option with boy because my friend kind of gave it to me. But that's why I don't believe, I mean, there are coincidences, but it's like, what are the chances of him being black and white and the way that I view the world, like bipolar, and then at the same time, he was kind of paranoid and I was like a little bit paranoid. Just, it's more, paranoid is not the right word, it's just alert, right? You're kind of curious, like, who's behind me? Where's the train coming from? I don't see the train, but I hear the train, so where's the train coming from? So, share me your story. I would love to hear it, and use the hashtag Gazillionaires Club. And the reason why I'm doing all of this, my friend, why I keep asking you to make videos, like, giving you topics. First of all, I want to connect with you. Second of all, I want you to get on camera, because the moment you are comfortable in front of your camera, the possibilities are endless, because you can start making videos, you can start documenting your journey, you can start reaching out to other people, you can start living your life. Like all of these online marketing, how to make money, they forget to tell you one thing: you got to put in the work. Okay, put in the work, connect with me. And after connecting with me, if you don't like connecting with me, then expand your circle. Take the knowledge. The whole point is for you to be comfortable in front of the camera. Put yourself out there. If you want to build a business, this is how business is going to be done in the future. It's a resume, okay? So much love. I will see you in the next video. Ta-da!